Okay, hey, look, listen. Now, there may or may not have been a slight little issue with the last video. Yes, it looks like I started off great by being a literal dick to everybody in East City. And you may be wondering, hey, but that was such a great project, where is it? Well, I may or may not have forgotten to save the file from that video. So, now that, that glorious project does not exist any longer. Not to worry, however, because as with everything in life, it is just a mere cycle of futility of something that I did. But not to worry, because as with everything in life, we always find a way around it. Oh, I haven't even introduced myself yet, have I? I am Aquilius Epic, I am your host for today. And today, we will be debating the circle of life and everything what it brings to City Skylines. After I fix this goddamn traffic disaster, because Jesus Christ, what have I done here? So there's a little something I have figured I could try to do to fix this absolute mess of a situation here. And that would be to try to just do different ramps and different roads and to reduce the amount of crossings to an absolute minimum. So to do that, I think it'd be a great idea if we'd already have some ramps to do the job. Man, I'm really trying to figure something out here, but it really just is not working. Why are the traffic lights here so dumb? Is there anything I can do to stop the traffic lights? Oh, what have I done? Oh, good lord, what have I done? I have just created utter and absolute chaos and people have died. That is not good. Anyway, that, however, was a futile display of my ego trying to figure something out. And obviously, in the end, everything is futile, you know? It's just a circle of life, and it doesn't always work out as it should. But that's not a big problem if you just go in it with the right mindset. So, just to demonstrate this cycle of life, which is obviously very important, to remember the fact that everything, everything what goes around comes around. Now, you also may be wondering, Aquilius, why the hell are we talking about the circle of life when you're making this horrible contraption, which makes me want to commit suicide? And that is a fair question, because, to be honest, this is not a very orthodox contraption. What we are doing here is the pinnacle of British traffic management design. For the place where I originally come from, known as Swindon, is really only famous for being the place where a few terrorists back in the day came from. But the other thing my town of birth is actually quite famous for is the thing where I'm basing my creation here off. Albeit very, very shabbily, obviously, because, I can't do actual bloody circles for some reason. I am geometrically challenged. I am seriously geometrically challenged, it seems. Anyway, what this is the so-called magic roundabout. I dare you to Google it yourself. I have caused many a person to cry and blubber in fear, because whatever the hell this is, it did not turn out to be a very, standard kind of construction. It looks like a turtle now! Is doesn't look like a roundabout, it looks like a turtle. I wanted to make the circle of life, and now I made the turtle of life. For some reason. Then again, obviously with turtles being such long-lived and very majestic creatures as they are, they would probably understand when I talk about the futility of overachievement and perfectionism. For in the end, even the best things we will ever create will merely turn to dust. And obviously, once they turn to dust, they will be of no value to anyone. Now, does that mean you should just have a fatalistic impression of stuff and never do anything important in your life? Of course not, no. In fact, the polar opposite is the case. You should go out there and make the most of your time and do the most of things. Because, as I already said, what goes around comes around. And if one day you decide to do something good, I am certain but it is only a matter of time until you will get rewarded for your actions. To get back to the issue of overachieving again, if you do decide to invest all of your daily life to hone and perfect one certain craft, you are not allowed to forget to actually enjoy the results of what you are learning to at one point. For if you really inherently insist to not show whatever you're capable of until you are certain you've mastered it, you may even miss the point where your mastery of that certain art or craft, or whatever you tend to want to master, goes beyond the point of it really being at its maximum potential. Or you being at your maximum potential. Because life comes at you fast. It really does. Now, does it make any sense what the hell I'm talking about? Not really. I just needed a catchy video title to make a video in City Skylines where I just make an incessant and very annoying amount of roundabouts. And that's why I'm talking about the circle of life and how stuff is futile or something like that. Honestly, I'm not a doomer. I'm not really that much of a doomsday kind of guy, but I mean, maybe it has a point. I don't bloody know. Well, we'll get to settling this becurted area down there in a bit. I'll just quickly focus on expanding the city of what we have so far and establishing more industry, because that's apparently what the people really want these days. Okay, I also just realized there seems to be some sort of congestion in the rail system, which is admittedly really not good. Oh lord, what the hell happened? Okay, that train stopped. It looks like this train was trying to do a bet and then turn around here. Doesn't look like... Well, these people are just going to go to the void. I guess this cargo train is just kind of hanging out here, hey? And why are you not moving? Who do you think you are, the Deutsche Bahn? Go on, move it! And as always, it's important to connect water and electricity to your new residential areas, because otherwise people are not going to move there, or they might just straight up bloody die. And I have enough of a graveyard problem. And I have a big enough of a graveyard problem in my city as it is anyway. I don't need any more additional deaths here. So, don't forget to attach the water network to this lower part of the city down here. And yes, I am laying random pipes around, because do I honestly look like someone who's bothered to actually plan this part of the city out? Heck, for all I know, I'll just be an idiot and not save the file again. Hey, how about that? Then we can make a new episode of City Skylines where I do futile stuff and turn around in circles, because I can't get anything done in my underachieving life. Woohoo! I mean, then again, at least I'm not living in this city I'm building, because it may be a city of dreams, but I never said it won't be a nightmare, so... That said, please connect to the water pipe. Thank you. Now, let's build some skyscrapers, eh? I am still befuddled about this problem here. Because traffic is still way too strong over here. However, now we have a new infrastructure project going on. Where people will be born, go to school, and eventually die, and rinse and repeat the cycle. We are already in the year 2041. Exactly 20 years from now. And we will already have a bustling city, don't get me wrong. This city is itself a masterpiece of my engineering skills. But, of course, at the end of the day, it will be futile. Because I will, at one point, stop playing this game. And I will delete the save files. And I will never come back to it again at one point in time. However, this point of time is not now. And if you don't want this point of time to come, you can obviously feel free to support the channel in whatever way you see the most fit, be it via subscribing or just liking the video, giving me a comment on how to fix this goddamn traffic jam because it's still there! Or just give me some general feedback, how you like the stuff so far. For it is honestly always appreciated. Okay, now while we increase this big round city part of thingy-majig down there, we will focus on something I have neglected so far, and that is constructing beautiful, unique buildings. Now, obviously, it's important to be a good role model to your citizenry, which is why we will be investing heavily in structures to increase public morale. Now, of course, the goal is to maintain as much of the city as possible without destroying everything. But yeah, this is where we are. Now, with this, we'll obviously also be improving the skyline, pun intended, a lot, because a lot of this stuff looks really good. And now with these unique buildings, we were able to transform the center of the city to a genuine place of interest, with all the unique buildings being centered in this part of town, which you'll definitely want to visit now. Especially after I connected the power grid. And now you see this glorious traffic system at play. It still feels like, no matter how much stuff I put down, that there's always going to be another problem somewhere. And it's just this cycle that can't allow me to stop playing this game. Because there's always something to do. You will not be done. Like these people over here. Apparently they keep dying. Can't blame them because that's what happens after life. But it would be great if they wouldn't. So I don't have to build another graveyard down here. I am cranking the health budget up so people actually get, you know, buried. Just already building the water network down here, so we can prepare to get another residential district in here. Yeah, no, there's still definitely a traffic situation, which is most likely not going to be an issue down there in this new, very circular part of town, considering roundabouts are the most efficient traffic solution ever invented by British people. Well, to be fair, they probably weren't invented by British people, they were probably a thing already known about for a while. That's something I'd have to look up. I have a feeling I just have to actually nuke this entire junction here, because I think I know what the most efficient and easiest way to do this would be now. It's just time to nuke everything, and we'll rebuild it better than it ever was. Because, as everything is futile, and just a circle of life, we will find a way. That also includes nuking this silly little underpass here, because this turned out to be very unnecessary, and a waste of public funds. However, I am a very flamboyant mayor, so I do not think they'll complain about me using their tax money like that. No. Well, they will be in awe of what I will be able to produce. Well, apart from that guy there, literally caught flying. I wonder what happens when I press play. Oh my god, they just vanished. Anyway, yes. For I think now we have all realized where the true strength of today's episode is. And it is actually in roundabouts, yes! So what we will do, we will merely build a gigantic roundabout thing. Well, at least it's going to be very similar to a roundabout, because it's going to be a very ugly contraption. But nonetheless, it will fulfill the purpose of a roundabout. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. I don't think I made it worse, right? Right? So, say there are 6 lanes. Why are they all just using 1 lane? I really hope I didn't just make it much worse. I probably did. Well, at least it isn't backing up all the way onto the motorway yet, so that's a start. Guys, look, there are 2 lanes then. Why are you not using both lanes? Really, is 1 lane actually just reserved for the lorries? Are you kidding me? Can't you all use the other lane? Come on, guys. Why are you only using 1 lane? Oh, decide where you want to go, for the love of God. Go to the left or go to the right. Just decide. Okay, this is genuinely not my fault that these people are way too fucking stupid to use all the lanes in the traffic available to them. Come on. Organizing this traffic just goes round and round in circles, never letting me have any respite, anything. It's all just endless pain and suffering for your entertainment. And while I keep building on this round piece of real estate, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. It has little sense to carry on at this point, considering that I'll have to actually look up how to fix that traffic issue, because my god, that is an issue. Either way, we have started constructing a new real estate that is focused on the way of life. Now, starting with this video, if you leave me a very nice comment and I'll be able to have a look at it, I will be able to name a street in your honor. So, if you want to have a street named after yourself in this lovely city of dreams, you might as well start writing a comment, because that would be fun and I would like to read them. It could be anything. It could just be how bad I am at the game. If you have constructive criticism, it'd be even better, but hey, as if I'd get any of that around here. And just generally, say hi. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell or you'll get hit by the traffic jam, which is here. What issue or concept shall I tackle next time? Also, Viken, I know you love the magic roundabout. My dude, this video was dedicated to you. I hope you liked it. And you share with your friends and family, because they'll love to see you suffer like I do. Ha 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 ha. I am I made so many circles, I am losing my goddamn mind. I think I will stop it here. Thank you all so much for checking this out. Check out the stuff in the end cards. And then stay epic, because then I will see ya after I have escaped this cycle of endless pain and suffering.